Hey there, Scorpio. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we're going to do your current reading for those born under the sign of Scorpio or the moon or rising in your chart, or if you're just drawn to this video because this is what, came up for you and you wanted to see it, you're meant to get this message, okay? My readings are internal. It's an inside job. This is all about you, your soul, how to grow it and expand it and get it, on a higher and higher level of vibration, and less about others and things happen, predictive outcomes in your life. This isn't really a psychic reading. It's just an intuitive guidance for you, for your soul. Every month I pull an oracle card to give us a topic to focus on, an aspect of ourselves. And that card's coming from this deck this month, the Soul Coaching Oracle by Denise Lynn. What your soul wants you to know. I love it. And Scorpio, your card is the card of passion. I passionately accept and love myself. I love this. So you're being guided to sort of follow your bliss right now. Go with what you're feeling. Go with what makes you the happiest. And if you don't know kind of what that is, if things are a little clouded, right now, go back to your childhood and think about what made you happy then. Did you like to sing and dance with your friends? Then maybe go take a dance class. If you liked to color with your crayons, get out your art supplies and create, right? If it was nature that you loved, take yourself, just find whatever that is. This doesn't have to be like a life purpose type of passion, but just something that draws your soul out and fills it, fulfills you in a way that other things maybe don't. The spread that we're going to use is called the Flying Bird. It's supposed to look like wings, but I never have any room. And we have a starting point here, and then we take flight between the wings and come to a new level of awareness as it pertains to the passion in your life. This could also be literal passion, maybe with a partner or any other kind of loved one, or between you and you, finding that love for yourself. Okay? Your starting point, Scorpio, is the laziness card. No, you're not lazy. This is talking about you're pretty, fulfilled. Like maybe either you're on your way to it, or you just passed up a time when you kind of looked around and said, you know what, this is pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm achieving the things I want to achieve. I've got great people around me. I'm comfortable in my life, and I love it. And this is kind of a time to sort of chill with that. Rest on your laurels and know that all the work you've done leading up to this point, for your soul and in your daily life, have brought you to a pretty sweet spot. You're in a good place. That could be just the reason right there for letting, some of your good feelings out, letting that passion guide you. Just the fact that, you got this. You got this. You've done a great job so far, and you can go forward from here. The left wing here of this spread, the Flying Bird, are internal energies. These are things that you're aware of within you that you may or may not share with others. It's your choice, right? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But they are going on within you, and they are aspects of you that you can focus on. And then the right wing are external energies. This first internal card is called the Fear of Flying. So this could be a potential energy block in your progress. And that is the Sharing card. So, yes, you're in a good place. You feel that you can rest on your laurels for a little while. You've achieved a lot. You've done great. Maybe you're in school and you're ready to go on summer break, or something like that. But maybe you've also been a little shut off from others. Maybe your circle isn't very wide right now. Maybe you are just seeing, one or two people every day, and that's enough for you. Well, it's time to get out there and expand. Show yourself, show your passions, give of yourself to others, because that is holding you off from, reaching that high point of your passionate self, is the closed off sort of, not being willing to share your gifts, not really willing, but maybe there's some fear, not being ready to share your inner self. But it is time. You can go ahead and take that leap. Expand your circle a little, find new people to hang with. Doesn't have to be permanent. Just get out there and interact. Okay? In your external world, you might find that you do have this laziness card here as your starting point. You still have the potential for stress, right? We all do. And this, I like the position of this because it comes on the heels of this sharing card, which is, for me, I'm getting that, without this opening up and leaning on others and involving others and giving of yourself and being of service and showing up, you could create some self-stress in your life. So make sure to, take this step first, because you can avoid that sense of being alone, trying to juggle all the balls in the air by yourself, maybe suppressing some of your feelings, leading you further away from your passion. So make sure that, you keep the alignment, you keep the balance of, I've done a lot so far, I can hang with this. I'm going to share some of my knowledge with others, or I'm going to share, my heart with another, make new friends, whatever it is. It will help keep you joyful. It'll keep the stress away. The next internal energy is the creator. This is the knowledge, and you're starting to gain this knowledge more and more, Scorp, that you are the sole creator of your life. Things don't happen to you. Everything happens for you, and you have the choice in any situation of how to respond. And if you choose to respond in a knee-jerk kind of a, way, maybe a sarcastic way, or a negative way, that's your choice. And then as a result of that, if you have uncomfortable interactions with others, or really, hard-edged relationships that don't feel good, remember that may be a result of the choices you've made. However, you can make another choice, right? There's always, always room for growth and new decisions and more creations. You're in charge of that. This is yours. This third chakra here in this figure is lit up brightly. That's the chakra of self-empowerment, your will. That could, that's leading to the passion too. The passion guides the heart. So making sure that you're aware that I'm creating every step of my life. And you can't control some things. Some people come at you, they're harder to deal with, they're challenging, and you have situations that are really sometimes devastating, sometimes just a little bit difficult. But your response to any of that is going to create your experience, right? So if someone comes at you with some crazy attitude that you don't really, you're not really lined up with, you don't have to fight back. You don't have to step up and, dig your heels in and stay engaged in a battle. Just step around them, right? Just move along. You are creating your path. And this is what you're getting more and more and more, Scorp. And I love it, because that's where, this leads to more connection with others, because you start to realize you can choose who to connect with, and you start to really find those people that line up with you, and that's where the passion comes in. Okay, externally, this process of, owning all that you've achieved, sharing yourself with others to avoid the stress, and knowing that you're the creator of your life, going after what makes you passionate will bring abundance, a sense of abundance. This is an external position, this card. So sometimes I will say, you'll tap into the richness of who you are, but this I'm going to find is in your external world. The way this card's positioned, it's in your external world. So the abundance may be really clear. Maybe you suddenly have this beautiful new relationship, or wonderful new friendships that you never saw coming. This is all a matter of, from doing this inner work here, it will pay off. Okay? Maybe you've been working toward, a new career, maybe in the creative arts, and you felt a little tentative about putting yourself out there, which is, very understandable because it's your most inner self being shown, in the outer world. But maybe you try it. Maybe you're a singer and you try to publish one song and you throw it up on YouTube, and boy, will it just, be received, right? It's the internal intention that's going to drive the result, right? A lot of people have talent. A lot of people have passion for singing, but your intention and the way you go about it and the way you're intentionally creating, your song or your creation, that intention is what's going to bring about what you receive in your world. Okay? The next internal energy at the top here is change. So expect change. Expect it. It's always coming. Change is the one thing that is constant. But once you get yourself to this point where you're aware of, how your inner world guides your outer world, you can rest in the center of this wheel. See the wheel of change? It's going around and around like crazy. If you're gripping on to one of these outer edges, you're going to feel it. You're going to get dizzy and you might fall off and you might be really disrupted. But if you rest in the center there and let that change just continue to be as it is, and acknowledge it and accept it, then you kind of go unscathed. You don't have as many disruptions. Stay in touch with what aligns with you. Your passion. Remember, this is the main theme of this spread. Excuse me. So stay in touch with whatever that is that makes you feel joy. Could be your kids, it could be your pets, it could be nature, like I said, drawing, singing, whatever. Stay in touch with it, stay aware of it, practice it more. And then in the midst of change, which is a good thing, because this is also an internal energy. So this also means that you're changing, your own approaches to things. You're changing within, which is a great thing, because that means growth. Then acknowledging that you're creating every step of the way. And then the overall message and the final external card is guidance. So trusting the inner brings you to new roads in the outer. Okay? And staying in touch with whatever brings you joy along the way. That's it. That's your guidance. You've got this. This is great, Scorp. I think you're one of the more loving signs. I think you're a very deeply emotional sign. And allowing yourself to let some of that out with others, that's the whole key to bringing about some of this, more expanded experiences in your daily world. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.